everybody. So this part of the video is the talking video about how I feel about the Jamaican black castor oil. What are my reactions and things of that nature. This is not a review per se, if you want to call it a review, but I don't really think so, because this is like the talking part of the video, and I just want to tell you my reactions and what I feel about it and things of that nature. So if you guys are interested, please stay tuned. If not, then you can click the X and keep it moving. Okay, so thank you guys that have stayed tuned to listen to me talk, because you know I'm gonna talk. And please go get a snack before you have a seat, because it's gonna be a pretty long video. I recorded this like 20 times and I'm like, really? So hopefully this will be a successful recording. But yeah, so okay, besides that point. Okay, so now I'm gonna talk about the JBCO and the JBCO. Okay, so these are two different ones. They're basically the same. Okay, one has lavender oil in it and the other one has EVCO in it. Okay, and you guys see the price if you guys are wondering. And I purchased this from my local beauty supply store, and the one that has coconut oil in it, you can tell it has coconut oil in it because I don't know if you guys can really see it, but it solidifies a little bit. And this has lavender oil in it. You know, lavender oil is an essential oil. So yeah, that's basically it. So this is the JBCO, the tropical the tropical isle living. Okay, all right, so okay, so I just want to talk about what has happened. Okay, so first things first, I was in a castor oil challenge with Brandy1525, aka Head Mistress here on YouTube. Mistress, I said Mistress. Hey, big sis. Okay, so now first things first. Yeah, so I did that. It started in October, and I believe it was for 3 months, and so I've been using it ever since October. I guess like the 2nd or 3rd week of October, I believe. I've been using it since then. And beforehand, I was using the Home Health brand, and I'm not really going to talk about it. If you guys want me to do a comparison video like that of how I feel about the Home Health brand versus the JBCO, I'll do that. But I'll probably touch on it a little bit, but I won't go into too depth about it because I just want to talk about certain things in this video. So just let me know if you want to. But anyway, if you want me to, I'm sorry. Anyway, so basically these two products here, the JBCO, it took me a minute to really buy it, because I have been interested in these products since before I even started YouTube videos, before I even got on my natural hair journey and things of that nature. So I was watching Hairlista, you know, Hairlicious. I don't really know her name, but I believe she's Relaxed, and I was watching her, and I have a profile on hairlista.com, but I'm not active on it. But not really. I posted some videos, but I'm not as active as I was before. But anyway, she has the challenges on there. There's a lot of challenges on that group or what have you on their website, and I always wanted to use the Jamaican black castor oil, but there was two things that was deterring me from not buying these particular products, or this product or what have you. And I will tell you, one of them was the biggest thing, was the itchiness. I was like, I'm not going through that. I'm not going through that again. And I'm saying again because not with the JBCO, but my hair was itchy because of, you know, I just BC'd, you know, a while ago, and I have a video on there. If you guys want to see it, I'll definitely link it below. Please remind me if I don't put it. But it's an older video that I made a while ago when I first started YouTube, and when I first BC'd, I don't know if it was 3 or 4 months into my BC, and my hair was just itching. It was like itching like right smack in the middle. I just wanted to take my scalp off my skull. Like, it was that type of itchiness, and it was very annoying and nagging, and I didn't want to go through that same thing again. And I was like, I'm not about that life. Another thing was, people was talking about shedding, and they said their hair was shedding. I know your hair is strand. You shed hair strands, probably 50 to 100 strands a day, or not a day, whatever, you know, whatever. You guys know what it is. But anyway, I don't want to, you know, misquote myself. But you do the normal shedding. But when they was talking, some of the YouTubers or some of the people that reviewed, the way they was talking about they was like shedding like they was losing hair. So I'm like, and then my friend was saying something about that it wasn't working with her hair. So I'm like, come on, like, really? And it's crazy because the pros outweigh the cons. So you would think that I would, you know, use the product, because there's a lot of pros with it. It's a good sealer, it thickens the hair, it helps aid in growth, and it helps grow your edges, the back or navel, whatever problem areas that you're having in your hair, and things of that nature. But the two components saying that it's shedding and it's itchy, I'm like, come on. And I'm thinking like, well, I could get past the itchiness, I guess, but I didn't want to go through that again. And then the shedding, I don't shed as much. Like, I shed the normal shedding like I do. I mean, I probably had a little bit of a problem one time before. I thought I did, but not as much. But I really don't shed like I shed like regular shedding. So I don't have a problem with that. So I never had a problem with excessive shedding, like excessively shedding to where like my hair was coming out. So I didn't want that. I feared for that, because I didn't want my hair falling out. So I was like, no, I'm not about that life either. So I'm like, okay, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna buy this or not? So I reached for the alternative, which was the regular castor oil home health brand, and I've been using that for a minute, for a good year or so, what have you. And did I see a significant difference? I'm not sure. I mean, maybe, yeah, I'm gonna say just a little bit, but I'm not doing a comparison video. But I just resulted to that, just to say that I resulted to that because I did not want to experience those two things, shedding and itchiness. Like, those weren't on my list of things to do. Okay, so then I was like, okay, so let's just try this. So I was like, let me do some extensive research. Let me watch some more YouTube videos and see what other people have to say, whatever like that. At the end of the day, it's your decision on what you want to do, even though you see a review that's bad or some type of flaw or anything like that. And I wasn't practicing when I was preaching, because usually, on my videos, most of my videos, I always say my reviews, even if it's a bad review or there's one flaw or two flaws, I still say go ahead and try, because you never know. Everybody's hair is different. And I'm like, dag, everybody's hair is different, but I still was like, oh, like I still didn't want that I didn't want that itchiness. I did not want that. Like, I was just so scared. I was terrified. So yeah, that itchiness was bad. Okay, but anyway, I was like, I'm not about that life, like, for real. So anyway, and finally, last year, October, after a year and some research, and debating back and forth with myself, like, am I gonna get it? Because I always see in my local beauty supply store all the time. My mom had the regular one in her cabinet, but I haven't used the regular one, so I can't speak for that one. But I was like, no, I don't want to use that one. Maybe if I use one that has like an oil in it or something, maybe. And when I seen these, I was like, oh, I didn't know they came in like, I mean, I seen it on YouTube, like, to where some people, but most of the time I would just see the regular castor oil, not the, the ones with lavender oil and EVCO or whatever like that. I don't know if there's any other oils that they have or whatever like that, but these are the only two that I've seen. And so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do that, because first off, my hair likes EVCO, because I use it all the time for my hot oil treatments. And I was like, and lavender oil, I love lavender oil. Like, the smell of it is definitely calming and soothing. So I was like, why not try it? And it's good for your hair, and so why not? So I was like, okay, so I'm gonna get both of them and see which one works the best. So with the EVCO, I did a patch test on my nape area and my hand, and then I let it sit on there for an hour. Not saying that you have to do that, but do it for like 5 or 10 minutes or something like that. But I was doing stuff around the house, so that's why I stayed on there longer than it's supposed to. But there was no side effects, there was nothing wrong, there was no bumps, no nothing like that, there was no itchiness. If there was a little itch, I just scratched down, I was done. It wasn't nothing that I was about to, I had to go to the hospital. So anyway, I was like, okay, so I started using it that night, I believe, and I did not really have any problems. Like, of course, your scalp or whatever, or your hair, sometimes you have to get used to certain things. So it did feel like, oh, okay, and my scalp was like, oh, you put something new in my head, like, like, you put something new. So it felt, I was like, oh wow, I didn't feel nothing itchy, but I just knew that it was something different and new on my scalp, so I was like, okay, that's fine. And the EVCO is more, is more movable than the lavender oil, because you guys know it's an essential oil and you don't need as much lavender oil, because it's an essential oil and it's very potent, so you don't need to put that much. So that's why it's thicker, because I believe it's more JBCO in there than lavender oil. And this one is probably half and half, half JBCO and half EVCO, or more, a little bit more JBCO, and stuff like that. So anyway, that's why it's a little bit more thicker. So that's why a lot of people with the regular Jamaica Black Castor Oil, I have the regular one, is up there somewhere. I haven't used it, so I can't speak for that, but that's why some people do mix it, because it is type thick. And I put it in, you know, these applicator bottles. I labeled this one just because, but I could tell what it is because it is a dark color. And as you can see, I mean, it moves. I mean, I'm not saying it's like, you know, mad thick to where it's like solid, but you know, and this is a little bit more movable. This is the one with the EVCO in it, and it's lighter, as you guys can see. So you can tell that it does have EVCO in it. So but that's basically it about that. And I don't use these, I use these interchangeably, so I can't tell you, well, I use the one with EVCO on Monday and I use this one on Wednesday. No, I just pick up whatever I want to pick up. But I usually almost always grab for the one with lavender oil because I love the smell. It's very smooth and soothing, and relaxing, and I really like it. So I really always pick this up before I pick the one up for EVCO. And I always like to use this on my edges and my nape. I told you guys, and that's what this video is about. It's about my edges and my nape, and that's why I showed you in the beginning, and that's what happened from October to now, or up until, you know, Sunday or whatever, to the present, what have you. So I use this faithfully every day. I try to do it, you know, twice a day, and I do that 90% of the time, because sometimes I do forget. You know, sometimes you forget, you be like, oh dang, I forgot to, you know, so it's okay. But anyway, I do it at least twice a day, but every day, once a day, without fail, every day on my edges and my nape. And I did this video because my edges and my nape, well, my edges are very fragile. I know, you know, I heard a lot of good things about JBCO, that it helps thicken the hair, and a lot of people be talking about it. It's very raved about so much. It's probably like one of the top #1 oils, I believe, that, you know, here on YouTube or in the natural hair world or hair care world, you know, if you will, is very popular. So I was like, you know what, let me give it a try. Finally, after a year and some, I was like, you know what, you know, let me, you know, or more than a year, whatever, I don't know. But I was just like, let me try it. But I just know that I took a minute to use it. So, but my hair really likes it a lot. My hair does not have a problem. My scalp does not have a problem with it. My scalp does not itch like crazy or excessively. It's just regular, you know, a little scratchy in there, you know, when your hair needs to be washed or something like that. But it's nothing to where I have to, you know, I'm about to cry or something. So, but yeah, so that's it. The limp check, or my whole hair limp check, is not going to be till July because I'm doing a blowout, as you guys know. If you guys are not following me on Instagram, please follow me at Charmaine7. When I'm not active with my videos, like I haven't been for like a good week, I really apologize about that again. But you know, life happens, so what can you do? But I definitely try to put photos on Instagram so you could catch me in between videos. You know, if you don't see me live, you know, you could definitely catch me with the still pictures. So yeah, anyway, but that's basically it. I'm talking too long. I knew this was gonna take about the same time, but I believe this is a better recording. I'm making more sense, I guess. I hope so. But yeah, so with this video, this is just about my nape and my edges. I just want to show you guys how much length I retained and how my hair, you know, grew. And with the combination of this would be a major component, and also protective styling, drinking a lot more water, and eating healthier foods. I'm trying to eat healthier foods. So with all that into play, I believe that's what really helped my hair, you know, grow as it did. And for me, retain the length with the protective styling, I believe that's what helped as well. So but just saying that these were major components in it, I believe so, because I've seen a significant difference. My hair has gotten thicker. A lot of my subscribers have said the same thing, and I agree as well. So if you agree, you know, let me know too. But I believe I agree. I feel a difference. I see a difference, and I'm really glad that it's a good difference. I will definitely keep these in my arsenal, my holy grail, my staples, whatever you want to say. Is always there. If this gets continued, I will cry. So yeah, so that's why I like when I go to the beauty spot store, like, you know, here and there, I just pick it up. Not all the time, but I'll just pick it up, you know, if I know that a bottle's about to be done, I'm picking it up. I'm re-upping, even though I don't need to, I do it anyway. And I don't know if these come in bigger bottles. These are 4 ounces. They need to, I think so. I'm not sure, but I'll find it. And if I do find one that comes in an 8 ounce or something like that, I will purchase it because it's definitely worth it. But that's basically it, you guys. So I hope you enjoy my comparison with my nape and my edges. I really concentrate on them, not saying solely, but, you know, more paying attention to them, you know, because I know that my nape area, I remember when I was relaxed, it was breaking off all the time, so we know what the problem was with that. It was the perm. But anyway, you know, but with my edges as well, you know, so I know they're not gonna go thick, like, you know, real thick, but, you know, it's cool, you know. I mean, I'm fine with it as long as it's not like to where I don't have any edges, like, I mean, unless, you know, I can't help it, but, you know, yeah, they look pretty good to me, and, you know, I don't want to have long hair and no edges, so that's basically it. Oh, and also massaging the oil into the hair, that definitely keeps the blood circulating, so I think that definitely has a big play in it as well. So that's basically it, you guys. I kind of did like a hair update, but not really, but, yeah, this video was too long, but I definitely will be doing a hair update soon, and, that's basically it. So I hope I didn't leave anything out. I just like these products a lot, and please let me know if you want to see a review on these or a comparison video. I mean, talking about the Home Health brand and these. Please let me know, and I definitely will do it. So that's basically it. So I like these products, and this is the applicator bottles that I use. And oh, I don't get product buildup either. No, you know, I use these on my scalp, like my scalp per se, probably like 3 times a week, sometimes maybe 4. It depends. Sometimes once if I'm like lazy. That's my lazy day, but I know I use it at least once on my scalp if I'm lazy. But most of the time, the minimum, sometimes maybe 2, 1, depending upon how I feel, if I'm sick or, you know, something like that. So, you know, it's whatever. But anyway, oh, and I use it also in my hot oil treatments as well. So, yeah. So that's it. Okay, I'm done. I'm out of here. This video was way too long. I really apologize, you guys, but you guys know I like to talk. But yeah, so but anyway, let me get out of here. So if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, please don't hesitate to ask. If you don't want to ask, comments down below. You can definitely ask me on inbox or at marquita1970@gmail.com. I'll definitely reply back to you. And that's basically it, you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Peace. Bye.